And now let's come back to the project, because in the project which I'm going to show you, I have tried to include each one of these technology we have highlighted here. Okay, so let's come back to the project. So if I expand this project, so here I have highlighted the project which you have to know. So the very first project we have is the NFT marketplace. You will learn about the front end and this modern technology. The second thing you will learn about in this project is the back end, that how you can manage the data for the blockchain data into the decentralized space. So how you can connect the API, make a request, fetch the data, display the data, do the data structure. This is very important. Okay, so you will learn about the backend in this particular project. You will also learn about the blockchain, that how you can make the transaction on the blockchain. What is blockchain? What are the information you will have inside a block? How the hash generations take place? How one block is connected to the another block? So these are the things you will understand in this particular blockchain, this particular project. Now you're going to write the smart contract for this entire marketplace, where you're going to deal with the data, where you're going to design the entire smart contract, where you're going to build the data model where the user can resell and buy NFT, they can list NFT, they can fetch the pricing of the NFT. So tons of things you will find in this project. So you're going to write the smart contract. Obviously you're going to be good with the Solidity, because we're going to write the smart contract, we're going to make the transaction, and we're going to use Solidity as a programming language for writing the smart contract. You can go with Rust, but Rust is not that popular in my experience. Whatever project I have found, whatever project I have built, and many people have approached me for building the marketplace and the project, they have not asked me for build using the Rust programming language. They all were asking for Solidity. And hard hat is must, because we're going to use hard hat in this project for testing the contract, deploying the contract, connecting the contract, and make it live on the blockchain. Okay, so you're going to learn about the hard hat, you're going to learn about the IPFS, because ultimately this images, this NFT, we're going to push to peer-to-peer network, which is an IPFS. So you will learn about that. You're going to learn about the ERC20 token, because these NFCs are token, how it's work. You will have a lot of functionality into that, a lot of option into that. You will have a method for transfer token, you will have a method of getting price, you will have a method of approval. So all of these things you will have, and that's the ERC20 standards which you will find in this particular project. And here we have the data structure. So that one is one of the most important things in terms of dApp development, in terms of application development. No matter you are into the Web2 development space or you are in Web3 space, data structure is one of the most important thing which you will have. Okay, so if I expand this in the backend part, you will learn about these many technologies. So you will learn about the Node.js, you will learn about the MongoDB, you will learn about the NPM packages, authentication, security, data management, Mongo schema, Mongoose data planning. So all of this thing you're going to learn about the backend development. So many things you will learn. So you will have a comprehensive understanding that how backend exactly work, and how you're going to connect with the blockchain and store the data. Okay, although in the blockchain space we don't use a backend for storing the data, but it's always very important that you have to store it, because when you store the data in the backend part and when you try to fetch it and display in the front end, in that time it not cost too much. Okay, because all the data is already there. You only call those data from the blockchain which is important data. The unnecessary data you will save on the centralized blockchain space, okay, and the backend. So these many technologies you will learn. If I come back here in the blockchain section, you're going to learn about what is blockchain, use of blockchains, fundamentals of blockchains, live blockchain project, deployment and development, Ethereum, Polygon, Gorilla, and test for set. So these are the things you're going to learn in the blockchain section. If you come back to the smart contract, in the smart contract you're going to write 3 different smart contracts. You're going to write the smart contract for NFT marketplace, which I explained. You're going to write the smart contract for NFT auction. So if anybody want to put their NFT for auctions and someone else want to buy it, so they can do that. Okay, now you will also build the smart contract for transferring the fund. So these are the 3 smart contracts you're going to write into this project. Now let's come here, let's come back to the Solidity. In the Solidity you're going to learn about what is Solidity, Solidity programming language, Solidity smart contract security. You're going to learn about Solidity smart contract testing, Solidity data model, Solidity pricing optimization, Solidity modifier, Solidity function, Solidity complete course. So you will learn everything about the Solidity programming language, because blockchain we deal with the smart contract, and the smart contract you're going to build what you're going to use Solidity programming language for building the smart contract. So you will learn everything about the Solidity. So we are done with the Solidity. Now it comes to the hard hat. In hard hat you will learn that what is hard hat, what is Mocha library, what is child library, what is development setup, account setup, like account configuration, chain ID setup, because you can deploy your contract to multiple network, and each blockchain network has different chain ID. So if you go with Ethereum, Polygon, Gorilla, Solana, so all of they have different chain ID, so you can do the setup of that. Now we have the different blockchain setup. That's what I have mentioned. Different blockchains are there, and you can do the configuration for deploying your contract. So you will learn about hard completely. Now we have IPFS. Under the IPFS, you will learn about the peer-to-peer network, what is Infura, what is Acmeli, what is blockchain provider. Okay, under the blockchain provider, you will have Web3 model, EtherJS, all those library. Now if we come back to the ERC20 token, in this you will learn about the what is blockchain token and how it's work. You will learn about the standards of ERC20 token. You will learn about the standard call on tokens, that what are the standard methods we have in the token which we can utilize as a user, as a developer, to make the transaction. So you will learn about that as well. If you talk about the data structure, under the data structure you will learn about the blockchain data, because when you will make any transaction, when you will transfer the fund, when you will transfer the NFTs, like each block will contain certain data, and how you're going to create that mapping, that line which stand for blockchain. So when you will make a transaction, every single transaction is connected with one another, and that's why it's called blockchain. So you will learn about the data structure. You will learn about that, how you can fetch the data from the blockchains, how you can post the data, how you can make the transaction, and you can learn about the event. Event is a very important concept in the blockchain, because sometimes what happens that you want to store data in blockchains, and you want to fetch the data so you can display in your front end. So event is one of the cheapest way which you can do that. If you go with a state variable, then you have to pay higher amount of money. So it one is the cheapest one. So you will learn about this as well. So you will learn almost so many things in this particular project. So if you haven't built that, I must tell you to build this one, because this one is the industry ready project, and whatever Web3 project you will find, they are dealing in 3 to 4 industry types. So they are working either in the NFT marketplace, music industry, photography, or they are working in a DeFi space, means decentralized exchange, where user can do the transfer of the token, cross change. So these are the things. So must tell you to start with this NFT marketplace. Once you're done with that, the next step you have to take is build this Uniswap clone, because this will give you a very good understanding about that how decentralized finance exactly work, how staking work, how you can transfer the fund, how you can provide the liquidity so other can come and they can buy your token and you can get money out of it, how you can create your own ERC20 token and list on Uniswap so other can take and you can do the trade. So you will learn so many things in this particular project. So let me expand this and let me show you that what you will learn. So you will learn all of this technology, because the same technology we're going to utilize it in here as well for building the front end and for designing the UI part. So everything you will learn. So the very first thing you will learn that how DeFi exchange exactly work, that what it stands for and why it's different from normal centralized exchange. So that's what you will learn in the very first place. The second thing you will learn that contract to blockchain token. So what are the contracts we can run into the DeFi section? So as I talk about ERC20 token, we have different token. So how you can utilize that token on the blockchain for creating liquidity, for creating staking, for reward, all of those things. So you will learn about that. You will learn about the utility of this token. Now you will learn about the in-depth tutorial of this ERC20 token, that how you can create and how you can list for that. You will learn about the staking of the token. You will learn about the liquidity, that how you can provide the liquidity. You can learn about the swap, that how you can swap the token from one to another. So if you have a Ether, so how you can swap the Ether token to Mati, or from Mati to Ether. Then you will learn about the sell of tokens. So if you really want to do the sell, you can learn about that, how you can build the pricing strategy, because ultimately when you list your token on Uniswap exchange, you want to make money out of it. That's why you're listing and paying the money for deploying your contract. So obviously you need to have a right strategy which can help you to make money out of your token. People can come and they can buy your token, they can utilize in their regular stuff. So we learn about that strategy as well. So these are the things you have to know. To be honest, these are the things you have to know. Once you know all of these things, then you can call yourself decent developer and you are ready for internship and job. So when you will talk about each one of these things in an interview, when you will add each one of these with the project in your portfolio, that will create a right impression amongst the HRs and those who are applying for a job. Trust me, if you know each one of this, there is nothing can stop you for getting the internship and a job. So these are the company which I have provided. I want you to do all of the things. Just try to enhance your knowledge around each one of these if you really want to get a job in any one of this country, any one of this company. Okay, so you have to master each one of these things. Once you build a portfolio like that, simply start applying for internship and job in this company, and definitely you will get an opportunity. But if you really want to do a freelancing work, this is not enough for you to get freelance project, because you have to know how to deal with the Web2 technology as well. Because in this company, when you will go for internship, when you go for a job, you will go work in a team. There you're going to handle a particular sections. Just imagine that you are working in a smart contract testing or a smart contract development, and you have other team members who are working in the field of UI designing or front end or security testing or the Mocha library and child library. So you will work in a particular section in this company. But when it's come to working as a freelance, you have to build every single thing, one man army, and you have to build everything from scratch to end. So you have to know how you have to design the front-end UI, you have to know how to use React.js, Next.js, you have to know about the JavaScript, you know how to connect, how to design, all of those things, okay? So the only thing I want to give you right now, the only advice I want to give all of you guys, that first try to master each one of this technology. Once you do that, you are ready for the job and you are ready for the industry. Okay, so that's the only thing I want to talk about it. The AC is not working. So with that, I'm ending this video. Hope you guys have found this video valuable, and you guys have got your idea that what are the skills you have to work on, and whatever companies I have mentioned right here, try to go at least and check the requirement. I'll try to come up with more companies where I can show you that what they are demanding and how you can apply it. If you really have the skills, if you really know how to work with that, so you can easily apply for that, and I will give you the entire detail about it. Okay, so I want you to go and simply check each one of this company, try to understand and try to build your skill around these technology which I have highlighted here. Okay, so do let me know how many of you going to try it, how many of you are really excited to follow this particular path, and how many of you going to test this entire company, and let me know that what skills, extra skills they want in the comment section so other can get the benefit. So that's the only thing I want to talk about in this video. Hope you guys have found this video valuable. If you still have any confusion, any doubt, do let me know in the comment section, and for the time being, that's the only thing I want to talk about. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.